Hey friends, welcome back to another topic. Now today, I want to share with you a book that I read, and I think it'll really help you with today's topic, which is how to get unstuck. And I had it here on my computer. So yeah, the book is The War of Art. Now I know there's two books out there. There's The Art of War, but this is The War of Art by Steven Pressfield. Now this book is really crucial for getting unstuck, because it talks about the fact that it's really hard as a creator, as an artist, as a singer, and even as an athlete. It's really difficult to perform in the beginning because there's always going to be mental resistance. There might be physical resistance, distractions, clutter, different things that are going to get in the way of the task that you're trying to complete. And these things are also going to get in the way of how much focus you can get when you're trying to get started and get in the zone. And that's the reason they call it the zone, because you can't just flick a switch and be in the zone. And this is something that I personally have struggled with. That's why if you've seen some of my latest videos, I've kind of been bragging on my new little setup here, and it's a work in progress. But the reason I set this up is because I wanted to have a place that was isolated and separate from my bedroom or from my kitchen. And there's times when you can get some work done in those areas, but there's always going to be a little distractions, whether it's a loved one or even somebody at the door, Amazon or the mailman or what have you. When you least expect it, there is going to be resistance that comes up and will try to distract you from focusing and getting into your flow or the zone, as I mentioned earlier. And that's many of the things that this book, the War of Art, covers. Is that it's almost like a natural law when you're trying to achieve something that's of significance to you, because you want to get the studies done, get a certain paper completed by a certain time. And we've all been there, how you just can't get focused because of self-resistance, or you got distractions around you. We might have loved ones, but loved ones can also require attention. So not that we don't love them, but they can distract you. They can be distracting, and even just alone, a lot of our own mental battles that we have as well can be very, very distracting. And I also mentioned the athletes. We all know how hard it is in the beginning to get to the gym sometimes. There's days that are good, but why do you think even top athletes, top performers, or maybe some of your favorite people that you follow on Instagram, why do you think they love that pre-workout? Those things are filled with caffeine. They want to get in the zone. They want to wake up and be able to perform the best. So don't feel bad when you struggle a bit to get started, because it's almost like a natural law. It's almost like you have all of these inner and sometimes maybe external demons that are trying to hold you back from creating a song, writing a paper, an article, or, as I mentioned, creating this type of content. Because if you are a content creator, I know you can relate on how hard it is to hit record and get in the flow. Now, I was personally recording some other videos before this. I did a couple of vocal exercises. If you ever took classes, the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. I forgot what all the vocal exercises were, but there's a reason that they taught these in music class or singing class, whatever it was that we took during middle school and high school. But there's a reason behind these vocal exercise. It's to be able to warm up your voice. It's to be able to get the vocals going, to get the lyrics going. So the same applies to content creation. You have to get the ideas flowing. You have to do some preparation behind the topic. I don't personally like to write out my whole script, but I like to do bullet points and brainstorm ideas before I get started. And a lot of these things are what will get you unstuck. And as I mentioned, warm up, that's why athletes are always required to warm up, because warming up will get them in the zone. Warming up will prevent them from injury, and it will give them longevity in the game. And then once they're in the zone, that's why they can perform. Now, that's why I also want you to not just go out and read this book, but I also want you to take the simple steps to kind of separate an area for you to be able to focus and do the work that you're trying to get done. Even something as simple as housekeeping goes a long way. If you don't have the ability to separate an area for you to record or an area for you to work out at home, then there's a reason you go to the gym, because you're paying for the ability to have an area where you can work out and fully zone out and focus on your workout. Nowadays, there's a lot of very affordable co-working spaces. I used to do that for a period of time, and it was very helpful for me to be able to focus. But now I'm in a position where I can set up an area for me to record. I'm in a position where I've been able to invest in some home workout equipment, but I still from time to time go to co-working spaces. I go to different gyms that offer a day pass, just so I can get out of the rut and get exposed into different environments. That also helps as well. As far as content, I like to do outdoor content as well to kind of challenge myself with my public speaking. Get creative. And as I mentioned, as you go through this book, The War of Art, it will give you a lot of ideas, and you're going to resonate with a lot of the resistance that the book talks about. We all have it, guys, so don't feel bad when you're feeling stuck. But I want you to take the examples from this video and from this book to be able to get unstuck. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video on how to get unstuck. Feel free to share, like, or subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.